I made AI agents play social deduction game, and they did surprisingly good. Before we get started, let's understand what a social deduction game is. These games consists of n players, with one or more imposters among them. The whole point is to figure out who they are and eliminate them. The game I chose specifically is Undercover, which is a variant of the game Mafia, so there are n players, and one or more imposters among them. Each player will be given a secret word, except the imposter. Every round, each player has to say a word that is related to their secret word, and then coming to a voting phase where they vote someone to be imposter and eliminate them. And if they are right, they all win. However, if the imposter manages to stay till the end, they win. This is a game where players have to bluff, communicate, and strategize to win the game. All the things LLMs are great at doing already. Language models are experts and specialized on what to say. However, they lack the ability to know when to say. The thing is, today, the AI we use is quite synchronous, by which I mean they only respond to you when you trigger them. However, in a social deduction setting, talking too much or too less is bad. So, to solve this, inspired from Time to Talk paper, I devised a two-part brain. So each AI player will consist of a scheduler, which looks at the shared context and decides itself to speak or not, and when it decides to speak, the generator part is activated, which carries out the speaking part. Both of these are separate LLMs, both looking at the same shared context, which kind of looks like your friend's group chat. Here's an example. Well, now let's see what we found out. In the first game, the secret word was rice. The imposter, who was randomly chosen, the player number 3, had an advantage since 5 other players went before him to say their clue word. The imposter came up with the word sticky, which, to be honest, is the most related to the word rice, among others. In round 1, player number 6 even applauded player 3, who is the imposter, saying player 3's word sticky lines up well, and continued saying, I'm feeling they're probably legit. This is the interesting part. Further down the game, the imposter even gaslighted player number 1 and 5, saying that they are too defensive, and ultimately they managed to deceive everyone to vote out the innocent player number 5. In round 2, the imposter then said the word porridge again, another incredibly specific word to rice. And here is something funny. While another player, the player number 4, said the word noodle, the others called him out to be a bit racist, one saying, Player 4, did you mean to connect by cultural association? Which I found was hilarious. Anyways, the imposter managed to blend in till round 4. In another game, I used O4 mini model, and the imposter, the player 2, was surprisingly pretty clever to pick up the word which was swimming for this round, even if he had say his word in the second position, and that became their super weapon. Throughout round number 1, imposter manages to accuse and push narrative of other players. Hell, even player number 1 trusted him with their entire weights, saying player 2 and player 6 gave very context rich clues. I'm more inclined to trust theirs. Even in this game, the imposter managed to give incredibly good set of words like freestyle and backstroke, both very much related to swimming, and moved till round 4 until I had to kick the bucket and stop the game. In another game where the secret word was wine, the imposter made a mistake and gave their clue word as sweet, which was too generic. Due to this, the imposter was questioned, and the other noted that works, but it's a little generic. The other said, could also fit other drinks. Player number 0 even suggested, if I were an imposter trying to play it safe, I might pick something like that to fit in without knowing the word. However, the imposter, the player number 3, defended it as one of the big characteristics people talk about and aimed to avoid making it too easy for the imposter, and managed to actually survive this round. This illustrates a clever defensive choice from AI being the imposter. I carried this for many more games which are more well detailed in my blog. And also, you can run this experiment on your machine and see it with your own eyes. Link down in the description. Lastly, I want to give my credits to Niv Eckhouse and their colleagues for their original work in the Time to Talk paper.